Hello, Ed.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Sorry, I kind of spaced it.
No problem. Thanks for joining me, for joining
Yep,
us today.
no worries.
So, how have you been doing during these strange times, these
Oh man,
different
I'm doing
times?
great. I'm doing great, man. My life is fucking spectacular, really.
I bet, with now that you're in the UFC, congratulations, by the way.
Heck yeah,
Uh,
man. Thank you.
so, I just wanted to ask a kind of a deep question, but I wanted to get like so the listeners can get to know you a bit better. So, how did you get into MMA?
Man, I've always liked fighting, and it just kind of happened. It's the only thing I ever wanted to do. I just always liked fighting, and it just kind of fell into my lap. Uh, a kid that I got in a fight with in high school walked into a gas station I was working at, and he told me he was a fighter. And so I figured if he was a fighter, then I could be a fighter, and here I am.
So did you start wrestling in high school or did you take
Yeah,
another
so
approach?
yeah, I wrestled in high school. Yep.
Okay, that's really cool. So now that you have been training, you're a professional fighter, how has training changed because of COVID?
It hasn't really changed at all for me, to be honest. There was a couple weeks where the gym was closed,
Yeah.
but I mean I still trained every day. Honestly, my life has changed very little during COVID. So apparently my life is always kind of like a quarantine, I guess.
So have you some fighters that have said that they have felt like a special, more intimate relations with their coaches because now some coaches don't have as many fighters to train, so they feel that they have more specialized attention to just them. Have you felt that with your coach or no?
No, I mean, I have always had specialized attention. James is very good at treating everybody at the gym like the same. Like if you're one of his guys, you're one of his guys, and so
Okay.
like you have all of his time.
Okay, so how would you describe your relationship with James Krauser and what you think of him as a coach?
Uh, we have a very good relationship. He's like a older brother to me. I mean, I think he's the best coach in the world, and he's amazing. Changed my life, changed my career, helped me out when I needed it. I mean, I could spend the next hour and a half telling you all the nice things that I think about James. He's phenomenal.
Okay, that's great to hear. So now I wanted to talk with you about congratulate you on your USC debut. It was a pretty dominant win. I watched the fight. There wasn't that much to watch, but I was just wanted to ask you, what was your initial reaction when you learned that the your win was overturned? Uh,
Oh, I mean, I was like, that's bullshit. Whatever, like it's bullshit. Whatever, but also at the same time, like I do feel like it's bullshit. Whatever, but I also don't care. Like, I kept the money. It's
yeah,
on. It's on ESPN. Everybody can watch it. That
yeah.
it changed my life. That fight changed my life. So like whatever. Like I won. Whatever.
Yeah, you won in a pretty dominant fashion. I think that's also really important.
Yeah,
So
for
now,
sure.
now that you're in the UFC, your life complete. I guess your life completely changed. And since your initial fight with Justin Gaethje, you've both come a long way. What are your thoughts on a possible rematch with him now that you're both in the UFC?
No, I'm good. I mean, I fight 45 too.
Yeah.
Both of those fights, I went up a weight class. I mean, I took that Gaethje fight on 3 days' notice.
Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't know who he was. Yeah, I mean, I'm good. I don't want to fight him again.
Okay. So I was wondering what are your thoughts on the future of the UFC lightweight division now that Habib is thinking about has announced his retirement, but he still hasn't vacated the belt. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be interesting to kind of see what type of Connor shows up.
Yeah.
If if Conor McGregor is on point and he's training and he has the fire, I feel like it's going to be pretty hard to beat him. Uh, so I mean, yeah, it just kind of depends on who shows up, I'd say.
Okay. Yeah. So now I wanted to just ask you kind of a different question. So I saw in your on your Instagram that you're quite a big Naruto fan,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So what's your favorite character, just out of curiosity? Because I'm a
Uh,
fan too.
Jiraiya and Itachi, I'd say.
Ooh, okay, so Jirai is also my favorite character, so that's
Hell
pretty
yeah.
cool. And I want
Hell
to
yeah.
ask you a question because when watching the anime, some moments you just get motivated, you just get fired up. Have you ever used like any of the moments that you've watched on Naruto, like that feeling on your fights? For example, when Adesanya fought Anderson Silva and he did the Rock Lee pose. Have you ever felt something like that during a fight? Or no, not really.
No, no, not really. I kind of zone out and I kind of don't think. I think I'm best when like my mind isn't really there. Like
Yeah.
I just kind of let my body do my thing. I just try to use my brain as little as possible. So yeah, no, it doesn't really happen to me.
Okay. And I've seen that you have other projects going on besides fighting, such as your podcast that you have started. Uh, how important do you think that is for fighters nowadays to branch out and try other things besides fighting?
I mean, yeah, I think that's important for everybody, to branch out. For sure, we're in the entertainment business. We're in the entertainment industry, and yeah, I feel like the more stuff you can do, the more you branch out, the more type of things, the more interviews you do, the more your fans can get to see you and understand who you are. And I just feel like that. Builds a community and it builds interest and value. People care about you because they feel like your friends. They know all this stuff about you. So when you do something, they really care about it. Uh, yeah, I mean, I think that's important.
Yeah, of course. And now the question that everyone wants to know: what's next for Kevin Croom? Where do you plan on going from here? Fighting
Yeah, man.
wise?
So I actually, as this uh, interview just popped off, I just got a tweet that like they released that apparently they have released like who I'm fighting next, I
Really?
guess. Yeah, apparently. I don't know yet. Nobody's told me yet, so I'm not going to say anything yet. But
Okay.
I think I'll be able to say soon.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. So, what do you think about the current cuts that the UFC has issued in the past few months? What are your thoughts on that?
Glad it wasn't me.
Yeah. Okay, Kevin, thanks a lot for joining me today. I won't take any much of your time. Thanks a lot, mate. Excited to see what you do next.
Hell yeah, man! I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.